We all know how good of a coach he is, and to play with him now for so many years has been a blessing, and it's only helped my game move forward. So yeah, I'm really happy that he's still here at the moment. Let's see what happens at the end of the season. Hopefully he can continue until next year. Yeah, all I can say is it's been a pleasure playing under him.
That's the main reason we won so much. So he was at the wheel, making all the decisions, creating this monster of a team that was not only successful for 1 or 2 years, but that was successful for a very long time. That's the most difficult thing. He never stopped creating new things.
Pep is the best manager in the world. I have no problem. I have a really good life with being not even close to that. It's absolutely fine, believe it. That had incredible players.
This is how a visionary defensive midfielder became the greatest coach in Europe. For over a decade, the pitch was his chessboard. On December 16th, 1990, a slender 19-year-old named Josep Guardiola made his first team debut for FC Barcelona. Under the watchful eye of Johan Cruyff, he evolved into the ultimate pivot, a visionary defensive midfielder who didn't rely on tackles, but on spatial awareness and geometry. But by April 2001, the relentless pressure of the Camp Nou and mounting injuries had taken their toll. He wasn't just looking for a new jersey, he was embarking on a tactical pilgrimage.
Guardiola, ¿y cuál es tu porvenir?
Guardiola. And what does your future hold? Immediate. I'm not referring to what future you want for your life. Well, right now, from the confusion, there is a part of me that tells me that I must continue to be a legacy in this invention of football, because it is what I have done all my life. It is what I love the most. And there are other H's. And another part tells me that I have to get away, leave, and look for other things. And that's why I have the feeling of absolute confusion, the feeling of not knowing. You are in the era of confusion, of not knowing where or what I will do or where I will end up when I leave this invention, when I leave my career.
He transferred to Italy's Serie A, joining Brescia in September 2001. The reason was twofold: to play alongside the legendary Roberto Baggio and to dissect the rigid defensive structures of Italian football.
I strive to be affected by things. I strive to be committed. Life has to be lived this way. I live so that things affect me. Otherwise, many of the things we do aren't worth it. But I wouldn't want to end up in Europe. Yes. But on the other hand, I think maybe it's too late. In Europe. Yes, in Europe. Saying that, almost certainly excluding Spain. And also almost in southern Italy, because I've already tried it. But I'd like to try France, or England, or Scotland, for example, too. But I think, as I say, it's too late. I don't know. I can imagine staying involved in the world of football. I like this. This ball. I like it. I don't know. Sometimes I'd like to be a coach.
His final transfer was his most revealing. In December 2005, Guardiola traveled to Mexico to sign with Dorados de Sinaloa. He went for one specific reason: to learn from head coach Juan Manuel Lillo. For 6 months, Guardiola essentially acted as an assistant coach on the pitch. He had absorbed the offensive brilliance of Cruyff, the defensive discipline of Italy, and the structural theories of Lillo. His education was complete. 2008. He was signed as the head coach of FC Barcelona. That is when the journey began. In the summer of 2008, an unproven B-team coach walked into the Camp Nou.
No niego que estoy aquí no solo por el hecho de que entré un año en tercera división y ha ido bien, sino por lo que había hecho en esta casa como futbolista. Es decir, no sé si se hubieran atrevido a entrenar, a coger un entrenador que solo hubiera estado en tercera división, y entiendo las dudas que tengan. Siento que al mes, a los 2 meses, estas dudas van a decrecer, tendrán menos, simplemente porque siento de que estoy preparado, simplemente esto. Pero entiendo perfectamente que puedan dudar.
Barcelona gave Pep Guardiola total executive control, and his first act was a ruthless purge. He discarded legendary icons, Ronaldinho and Deco, superstars who didn't fit his fanatical vision. In return, the club handed him the ultimate canvas, a golden generation of pure technical academy talent. Messi, Xavi, Iniesta. The canvas was set. But Pep didn't just play them, he re-engineered them. He promoted a young Sergio Busquets and moved Lionel Messi into the dead center of the pitch, creating the false nine. To protect this system, Pep needed specific chess pieces. He made 17 signings, but 2 became the literal bedrocks of his empire. Gerard Piqué, a €5 million bargain from Manchester, and Dani Alves, who formed a telepathic alliance with Messi. But obsession breeds friction. Not every piece fit the puzzle. In 2009, the club spent a fortune on Zlatan Ibrahimović. 21 goals, but a complete clash of egos. Zlatan was a king, but Pep demanded a machine.
I think Guardiola is an amazing coach. When I was there, the coaching was different compared to what I had before. He's totally on a different level. That's why he's successful, because if you see on his career, if you take the last 10 to 15 years, the guy never came third place. He's always first or second. So the coach is amazing. And but I had a different situation with him, because I had the coach and I get to meet the person. And my mistake was there. I tried to fit in instead of being who I am, because I think it's important, like I begin the interview, being who you are is being perfect. But there I tried to be somebody I was not. And I said to him, listen, if I have too big nose for you, you tell me. If I walk strange, you tell me. If I'm not good enough, you tell me. If you don't like whatever I do, you tell me. I resolve the problem. I leave.